Bro, what the?
Back in 2008, Sonic Unleashed was released. It was a video game with mixed opinions, and why? Because it had the perfect modern Sonic gameplay, which you can argue is that this was the fastest that Sonic had ever run, and you have the Hedgehog. The gameplay wasn't bad, it was just unnecessary, plus there was a lot of it. What was the reasoning behind this though? God of Wars. Sega was trying to cash in on what was popular at the time, but turns out Sega was wasting development time on the Hedgehog that they could have been spending on Sonic Unleashed's Unleashed-style gameplay. Fast forward now, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, stick with me on this, was released back in 2015. The game focused on character customization. I'm letting you know that this is the second time that it's been done in Dragon Ball Z history of video gaming. So a lot of people were excited, including me. But when the game was released, the biggest thing, character customization, had already shown all the tools necessary in order to create your own character. But playing the game, some things kind of irked me. The fact that you couldn't go back and change your character again, or not being able to change the color of some outfits, really bothered me. The game simply didn't have what I was expecting. You'd think they'd create DLC for it, but no. Even while the development of the game, they are creating DLC for GT packs, and for extra characters. What is this, Raging Blast 3? But now, let's move on to Sonic Forces. Now, at the beginning, I was pretty hyped for it. A brand new Sonic adventure with the Unleashed-style gameplay. And that's exactly what we got. But... Classic Sonic shows up. That's when people sort of froze, and were constantly questioning why Classic Sonic would be in this game. They had already told us that it wasn't a sequel, so what's going on? And as time progressed, they showed a new character that they promised, but nobody exactly knew who it was. Now, I predicted this from the get-go, just like Xenoverse. It might have looked like a new character, but it was way too generic. And with Classic Sonic and the Wisp out of all things showing back up, I only had one theory to work with, but I was hoping that it wouldn't be true. It's character customization. Now, of course, people are looking at it as a good thing, because the Sonic community is always known for making OCs, but Dragon Ball's the same way, so what makes Sonic any different? You can't pull up the argument that kids are into Sonic and adults are into Dragon Ball, because that's the same thing for both of them. The reason why people are looking at this and are not impressed is because with the addition of Classic Sonic, it makes no sense. There's a better version of Classic Sonic about to be released earlier this year. And you guys already know what I'm gonna say about the character customization. Yeah, it's pretty cool you can create your own character, but there's always the question if they don't have enough. And when they don't have enough, are they gonna release DLC for it? Probably not, just like Xenoverse. I mean, if you're playing the game on PC, it's kind of no point, because you can literally have any character for a mod. Granted, you can't really create your own, but that's sort of close. But at the start of this, what were people asking for the most? Sonic Unleashed gameplay. Call it the boost formula, if you will. That's really all Sega really needs. They always come up with the excuse of, oh, it would be too short of a game. When really, why don't you just create more stages? And while you're at it, give them more power-ups. Something equivalent to the adventure-style games. Now, I've given up on saying, oh, they should release a Sonic Adventure 3, because I know how badly they'll probably screw it up. But here's where the question lies. Why won't they do a Sonic Adventure 3? If they're showing that they can try and emulate the classic games, then why not try and emulate the adventure-style games? People are even asking for sequels to Sonic games, like Sonic and the Black Knight out of all things. Sonic Heroes. Heck, I kinda was thinking that they were gonna make a sequel to Sonic Colors, but no, they didn't. That's not to say that I wanted a sequel to Sonic Colors though, because if that was the case, then I would have had no problem with the Wisp being in here. But the reason why I'm mad about that is because I know they're just tacked on. Something about this game just feels sleazy. Like if you have a perfect skyscraper, but you just tack so much on it to the point where it almost falls. I know what you're asking me too. What exactly should they do with modern Sonic? Well, honestly, I would just say emulate the adventure-style gameplay, the same they did with Classic Sonic, but hell, they're never gonna do that. Try taking everything out and just have modern Sonic be the main focus. And hell, who says it has to be limited to Sonic for the gameplay? Why not have us play as Tails, Knuckles, or any of Sonic's friends? Why create your own character when you have all these other characters established? What's even stranger is that people are making a big deal out of Shadow being in this game. Yeah, he's probably in the game, but he's most likely not going to be playable. Because if we have modern Sonic, classic Sonic, and the create your own character sort of character Sonic-ish, then what's the point of putting Sonic's friends in this game? Absolutely zero. You know why I'm excited for Sonic Mania? Not only can you play as Sonic, but the stage revolves around his gameplay, and since Tails and Knuckles are similar to Sonic of how he plays, it works for them too, and they all bring their special abilities to the mix. For instance, Sonic can run, but he can't fly. Tails can fly, but Tails isn't tough enough. Knuckles is tough enough. You see what I'm saying here? Besides, how much you want to bet that the two-player in this game is going to be the equivalent to Sonic Colors in Sonic Lost World? Or heck, why even put it in there? And here's another argument to prove why the character customization is pretty much pointless. Are you going to be able to have your character go up against other people's characters online to show them off? Probably not. Now, honestly, I can be wrong, and I hope I kind of am, but I don't see it happening. Maybe this was why Sega was so scared to show this game from the get-go, because they knew the kind of backlash that they would get for putting so much in. I mean, Sega can do whatever they want. I'm just giving my opinion on what I think about the matter, because honestly, the Sonic fan community is acting like a bunch of brats. Just because somebody's not impressed with Sonic Forces doesn't mean you have to belittle them and call them a bunch of bad words. It's their opinion. And if yours is different, either be respectful about it or make a goddamn video. Besides, when people go back to play Sonic Generations, what do they usually play it for? Think about that.
Oh, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis. Look at these radical colors, huh?
Wow, Sonic's fast too.
No, over here.
I like Genesis, and it costs a lot
This
less.
new Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, he really doth my doilies. They say he's incredibly fast. Well, what's the hurry, mister? And about his attitude. Smarty pants. Why can't it be more like that nice boy Mario? Oh! Little brat!
Hey, Sonic, let's race for a box of Honey Nut Cheerios.
Race for the taste, the honey sweet taste of Honey Nut Cheerios.
It's the honey nutty part of this complete breakfast.
Hey, Sonic, how can I get as good as you?
Now, when you buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1, you'll get Sonic 2 absolutely free. Sonic 2 handles stubborn stains, embarrassing bald spots, no problem. It even slices and dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. But wait, you can play it too.
Trust me, I love Sonic as much as the next guy, and I'm definitely gonna buy the game anyways because it's a new Sonic game, why wouldn't I? I love the blue bastard. But before I buy a game, I usually think long term. This is why I enjoy Street Fighter V. There's so much of the game being released while the game is being developed. And even if the game has been already finished and is already put out there, they're still adding content to it. And there's no custom character to get in the way, so they can focus on their main characters, you know, the ones that actually matter. The reason why we play Street Fighter anyways. Not only is the game fun, but it has me coming back because I can only focus on one gameplay style, one that I've been practicing the whole time. And I think that should be the way how Sonic should be. A gameplay style that's unique for every single character of Sonic's roster. Because heck, I wonder what 10 gameplay styles would look like. Oh wait, Sonic 06 everybody. Am I blowing your mind yet? Are you seeing why Classic Sonic is such an icon today? It wasn't only because of the way Sonic looked, it was because of Sonic's gameplay. Back then, Mario was the basic platformer. He was the base to go off of that other platformers took inspiration from. But Sonic did something different with the platforming. Not only was he a platformer, but he moved really, really fast. And it wasn't because he could run fast, no. Back in the first game, Sonic didn't run all that fast compared to Mario. Game theory has already proven this. It was the fact that Sonic could roll. That's all he needed. They found 1,000 uses with just one move, the ball form. How can you take the mechanic that you learned from the start of the game and skillfully use it towards the end? Not only is Sonic 1 a good representation of that, but you also got Super Meat Boy. Throughout the game, he doesn't really change his moveset. It's always the same. It's usually the stage itself that tests you of your abilities. But I've talked enough. Anyways, that was my video. I hope you guys liked it. Hope. Anyways, see you guys later. Mr. Bulletproof signing out. Peace. And remember, you don't stop drawing because you get old. You get old because you stop drawing. So keep drawing. Anyways, see you guys later.
But hey, that's just a theory. A game.
Damn, cut me a break, Matt Pat. I only have 390 subscribers. Or maybe even more by the time this video uploads. I mean, I'm not angry. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Chris.